presented the farm level soil moisture estimation using Sentinel 1 microwave data. We concluded that under bare soil condition, Dubis model and traditional Dubis model in VP polarization is good for calibration. However, under crop condition, waterfall model will be included anyway for calibration of model. That's all. Thank you.
And the silent points from the session are that organic matter is a key for the maintaining the microbial population in a rainfed ground and growing region of the area. And one modeling study found that adjusting the sowing rate of the mustard around the 10 October in a daily region will improve the mustard sustainability. And it is also suggested that the zeolite application at the rate of the 4 ton per hectare once in a 5 year could be a potential alternative source of the potassium fertilizers. And one thermal and a visual imagery taken at the 16 days after sowing will adequately predict the yield of the yellow rust affected wheat crop using the Dubis model. And the Subaru et al. Modified the crop weather calendar and provided the better agrometric advisory service at the block level. So, sir, this is a nutshell in all the points from the research. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Next, I would like to call upon Dr. Natl.
K. Gopinath. The lead lecture was taken by Dr. T.K. Das from ICAR-CRIDA, and the topic of lead lecture was how much conserved is the agriculture through conservation agriculture. So, out of the several benefits from the conservation agriculture, there are some constraints in countries like India. So, he thought about the benefits of the conservation agriculture and then constraints like the availability of machinery for the small farmers, residue availability in dry land, then intercropping, and then farmers' education and the availability of herbicides is the major constraints of agriculture. So there is need to think about these areas. And out of the presentation, there were 11 presentations. Out of that, 9 presentations were there. Out of these 9 presentations, 5 were from the inclusion of cattle in the dry land and 4 from the organic manures used in the dryland agriculture. So the major outcomes are the rearing of the small ruminants like sheep and goat is dominant in the dryland areas, and more than 50% ruminants in the dryland areas are dominated by the small ruminant. So use of the total mixed ration as compared to the individual ration is more beneficial for the small ruminants, which increase the digestibility and the body weight in the small ruminants in dryland areas. And use of commercially available organic manures, microbial consortia like the silicate solubilizer and the sulfur oxidizers, liquid organic manures, and the improve the crop profitability in millets, sunflower, rice, and other crops in dryland areas. Thank you, sir.
The session with the theme Precision Nutrient and Water Management, Wireless Sensors, Smartphone Application Agriculture was chaired by Dr. V.K. Singh, Director ICAR-CRIDA, and Dr. Ramajem Devarajan, HOD, ICAR, Institute of Soil Water Conservation, Retention, Korakut, as the convener. 13 lectures were scheduled during this session, and the session consists of a lead lecture on remote sensing for digital agriculture by Dr. K. Srinivas, Deputy Director, NRSC, Hyderabad, and 7 presentations in the areas of remote sensing, precision seeding, site-specific water and nutrient management, IoT, subsurface irrigation, etc. The major recommendations emanated from the deliberations made during the session are: real-time measurement of nutrient and water dynamics using IoT is a need of the hour for precise delivery as well as improving the input use efficiency in agriculture. There is a need to develop sensors for detecting effects of different abiotic and biotic stresses occurring at the same point of time during using remote sensing and IoT. And integration of remote sensing, IoT, machine learning, GIS, and ground validation is required for effective implementation of precision farming. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Next, I would like to call upon Dr. Das.
Afternoon to you all. The session on soils and environment was chaired by Dr. N.V.K. Chakraborty, and Dr. K.V.N.S. Prasad Rao was the convener of the session, and there were 10 oral presentations in that and one deep lecture delivered by Dr. V.K. Saigal, and in lead lecture he has detailed presentations on high temperature and heat stress monitoring using remote sensing and GIS, then water stress monitoring, drought vulnerability mapping, ET mapping, nutrient stress mapping, and plant phenotyping for abiotic stress tolerance. And the main conclusions of the sessions were principal component analysis can be used as a tool for selection and discrimination of changing varieties for salinity stress. Non-linear model can be used to predict Sporoptera exigua scenarios during future climate change scenarios. Measuring and mapping of coarse fragment is in the stony soil can lead to better management of soils and rocks grown on it. And agricultural policy and planning should be based on projected climate at district level. Then zinc nanofertilizer applications can mitigate the water stress in palm millet and temperature stress in rice. The notable shortening of length of growing season was observed for eastern and northern part of India. Then specific product variability maps of Eurostem border for rice was prepared, which can be used for management strategies. Then regression models were developed for based on weekly weather parameters for cotton pink boll 1, which will help to take appropriate measures. And planting of horticultural trees and timber trees for center weight can become profitable in Rajasthan area. Thank you.
Very good afternoon to everybody. I shall be presenting the report of the technical session 2 on soil and water conservation and climate risk management. The session was led by Dr. N. Subhas, Head Division of Agricultural Physics, IIM New Delhi, and convened by Dr. K.B. Rao, PS, CRIDA, Hyd'bad. In water conservation and the climate risk management were presented. The lead lecture was delivered by Dr. N. Prabhakar, PS and PI, NICRA, on resilience to climate change in Indian agriculture, experiences of NICRA. He listed out the technologies adopted in different parts of India which are climate resilient. The important recommendations from the sessions are as follows. Though the combined village recorded the higher cold maize grain in castor yield compared to minimum tillage with glycidia residue and nitrogen at 90 kg per hectare found to be effective in treatment in improving the soil physical, chemical and biological properties of sorghum castor cropping system. A rise in T minimum and over best period under RCP scenarios and non-significant rise in T max and T average in northeast India. Suitability of CNRM Shape 5 for monsoon and winter season and NOR ESMIM model for pre-monsoon and post-monsoon for projecting future rainfall dynamics in northeast India is suitable. Effective precipitation and ET inclusion in the calculation of moisture anomaly indices have better applicability in hilly conditions of northeast India, showing good relation with yield loss. Yield of wheat in central India will be highest in Indore, followed by Ujjain, Madhapuram, Sagar and Jabalpur as predicted by APSIM under various RCP conditions. Impact of RCP 8.5 on wheat productivity is more severe than RCP 4.5. Measuring COE needs, in addition to bulk carbon dioxide process, could offer additional insight into the micro mechanisms underlying other shifts in the emissions in rice cropping systems of India. Southeast and east regions enjoy longer crop growing period and a lower risk of dry cells of west compared to west, northwest and Bundelkhand and north regions of Madhya Pradesh. A combination of NRM and varietal interventions led to higher resilience gains seen in the adapted villages of NICRA, and a green gram cultivars like PLU 826, STY 2868 and US 85 performed better with respect to biomass product and seed yield in Telangana region. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now I'd like to call upon Dr. Jagriti Rohit
Kumar. In this session, we have 4 paper presentations on various topics including farmer first, the knowledge level of farmers, constraint in adopting agromet, and then perception of extension personnel and a constraint in adoption. And followed by there was an interactive session with the farmers of various districts present here. In this session, the key recommendation which came out was that there should be cooperation among the farmers and also the convergence should be there. And NRM techniques and water resource conservation techniques like farm ponds should be advocated in these regions. And then knowledge of the farmers in form of capacity building and training should also be there. And the livestock intervention like poultry and should also be advocated in these regions. Thank you.
Thank you, Jagriti. Next, Dr. Y.S. Shubhay, sir, President ISAP, and Dr. Pragati Pramanik Maiti, Secretary ISAP, to felicitate Dr. Y.N. Rao, sir, former Head Agrophysics Division with a memento and a floral shawl.
Sir, Dr. V.K. Singh, Director IARI, Dr. Pragati Pramanik Maiti, most Honorable and esteemed oldest soil physicist, Dr. Y.N. Rao sir. When you know that just I joined Division of Agronomy, at that time sir was the professor and head Division of Agriculture Physics. Sir, we are really blessed with your kind presence in this, and we welcome you in this validity function. Other committee members, scientists, galaxy of the delegates, ladies and gentlemen, you know that any program when we start, there is an end. So today we are, at this time we are meeting for the validity function. If you see this, making any event successful, it takes a lot of time, lot of energy, lot of planning. So behind this, our honorable DGG sir, NRM is there, who is always motivating us, who is always, that monitoring the things. So sir, we would like to thank you very much for your kind. Always, whenever we are meeting, whenever we are going for the society card, always he is motivating us, he is guiding us. So thank you very much, sir. And also, I would like to thank Dr. V.K. Singh ji, who is, who has given all logistic support, and even he has meticulously planned all committees, and then every committee has, given the responsibility, and every committee has delivered to our expectations. So I would like to thank you for your all support, logistic support, whatever we need. Any program making grand success, there are many people are involved, but Dr. Pramanik Mehti, that she is the pillar for the society, and she has contributed a lot for single-handedly. She is not having many help like other society they are having. So in my opinion, whatever the deficiencies were there, leave them, but whatever the positive things of the national seminar, 2-day seminar were there, you take at the home. And at the same time, there are some awards and honors. Those who win award, fine. Those who don't win the awards, don't, look the heart. I am sure that society is yours. And society is for the welfare of the young scientists, or maybe, that old scientists invest in the honors and awards. So society is yours, you have owned the society. So this time you may not be getting that award, but next time you will be getting the award. Right from the inauguration till date, I can say this society has blessed this time because of two things. We have come to the CRIDA first time as a society, Indian Society of Agrophysics, to organize any national seminar symposium. Another thing, there were two DGs. That to inaugurate this, our honorable DG Dr. H.K. Pathak sir, and then DG Krishet Jacqueline. So it is I can say that history in the Indian Society of Agrophysics, and we need to work more and more to make it more vibrant, this society. And at the same time, that some of the things, that presentation and some of the excellent, farmers' activities, all these have been organized systematically. Even exhibition has been organized there. So I can say, in my opinion, this is one of the grand success. By getting the support from the ICR, headquarters, DDG Anaranthan and Director CRIDA, and all committee members, I would not like to name anybody, committee members, but all committee members, they have given their best, and we are satisfied. And with these few remarks, again I say that whatever the deficiencies are there, you blame us, not to the CRIDA and not to the anybody else. Blame me or either Natl. And some deficiencies are always there. Nobody is perfect in the universe. No system is perfect. Some communication may be problem. And the delegates, I wish that you might have enjoyed this 2-day celebrations or the discussions, and then the recommendations which have been brought out. We will make our document for the final recommendation, and we will try to publish in a good somewhere so that we can get the visibility of the society. So with these words, I once again thanks to the sponsors also. Generously this time we have got many support from the all corners of the sponsors. So I would also acknowledge their contribution to the cause of the society. Specifically, name will be read out by Pragati Mehti, those who have sponsored us. So with these words, thank you once again for this wonderful evening, afternoon in the valedictorian, and I wish you a very happy and safe journey to your native places. Thank you very much.
Very difficult for the judging committee to restrict the number, so they have finalized few posters, so I will just ask the presenter to stand up in their place. I will just read out the name. Is he there? Then comparative analysis of maize crop evapotranspiration derived from UAV based multispectral and thermal sensor with eddy coefficient flux tower measurement. Charan Babu et al. P33, poster number 33, machine learning based crop yield prediction using remotely sensed data for wheat in Madhya Pradesh, India. Hemant Salunke and et al. Poster number 36, physiochemical properties of soil under different land use system in Tarai zone of West Bengal, India. Bappa Pramanik et al. Poster number 38, optimizing cowpea yield and soil health through seed treatment and foliar application, Josna et al. Poster number 40, effect of phosphorus management through organic and microbial sources on root growth of baby corn and nutrient availability of soil, Subrata Bag and YV Singh. Impact of fertilizer, FIM and lime on soil pH and nutrient availability in an acid soil of northwestern Himalayas, Ankita Mahapatra and Rajpal Sharma. Poster number 43. Then 44, changes of soil organic carbon in traditional rice fallow system of eastern Himalayan region by Balu Yami and NJ Singh. Poster number 44. 45, simulation of solar induced fluorescence in wheat under water and nitrogen stress using scope radiative transfer model, Shreya Gupta et al. Poster number 45. Poster number 48, evaluation of yield prediction model of rice yield based on weather parameter, Ria Kea from KU. Poster number 48. Poster number 55, influence of different sources and level of zinc application in a bhatti soil of Chhattisgarh, K. Bhargavi Rai and V.N. Mishra. Poster number 55. Poster number 122, growth and development of rice genotype as affected by wheat trace in eastern and eastern coastal plain agroclimatic zones of Orissa, Tushar Ranjan Mohanty et al. Long-term effect of conservation agriculture-based practices on soil physical health in cotton wheat system, Guntuki Alekha et al. Poster number 127, long-term conservation agriculture affect the productivity, nitrogen and sulfur economy and soil health in maize mustard system by Orkopropo Rai et al. Poster number 133, long-term conservation agriculture improve soil organic carbon in PGNP wheat cropping system by Priyanka Saha et al. Poster number 139, decoding climatic extremes. The unraveling impact of 2015 and 2022 flood with El Nino in Tamil Nadu. Fires. Poster number 139. Poster number 145, effect of long-term conservation agriculture practices on soil hydraulic properties by Nandita Mandal et al. 145. 149, integrated crop management practices in tube rows by G. Sri Krishna et al. 149. And 150, impact of conservation agriculture and in situ moisture conservation practices on soil physical health, soil physical and chemical properties in groundnut sorghum system under rain-fed condition by P.S. Prabhamani and H.B. Babalat. And last one goes to performance of organic and inorganic fertilizer on rice yield and profile distribution of soil organic carbon fractionation is rice cropping system of Godavari Delta by Raju et al. 154 by Raju et al. So all the winners are requested to come over the stage for the certificate and the photo, group photo.
ఒక్క నిమిషం.
Thank you so for doing the honors.
Education Director, Dr. Bhaktiman Secretary, and Dr. Y. Rao, my teacher, long time back, is here to see him, and Dr. Kwati and all the participants of this national seminar, which is now concluding. I'm sure, first of all, my congratulations to all those posters and also all the poster awardees who presented and got these awards. Obviously, each one of them, each one of you, in fact. And let's hope that the others who I know it's not a very difficult to get the select the best posters, very tough on the committee that does it. But anyway, so thanks to all of you. And I think you have already heard about what transpired in the last 2 days regarding the smart technologies for sustainable agricultural environment. In fact, the way we have to proceed in trying to feed the population. We already know that India has become the most populous nation and is going to remain so for several decades. And there is a very significant dietary change also in the diets of the Indian population, which means that the pressure on whatever land is available would be increasing day by day, also on the natural resources. And to feed this population, meat is required. There are also issues that we are gradually also increasing the processed food more in our lives. Now, processed food means that, again, they also require those industries which are involved in processing, they also require water, for example. And using the water, they release poor quality water into the system. Then there are other emissions associated when you have an industry setup. All these things are going to put a lot of pressure. And the only solution is trying to use smart technologies. And that is why I think we were listening to many speakers. So that is the only solution. And as I mentioned earlier, also we look at the estimates which the economists have made. They say that you have to increase the productivity of land, water several times, that of also labor, if you have to meet the requirement for the population. So without technologies, it will not be possible. And I think during these 2 days, yesterday and today, a lot of those technologies have been referred to. We are already working on them. The greatest challenge that we have always is how to upscale those technologies, particularly those technologies which are in natural resource management. Because adoption of those technologies does not give any monetary benefit to the farmer immediately. So that is one very big issue why we still keep on hearing the Punjab problem in Punjab on groundwater. Not that we have been highlighting that, but still that problem persists. Most natural resources like that, they are degrading. I think I was mentioning earlier that if you look at the reports given by the Space Application Center in 2021, they said that the desertification has overall has increased, though there has been some good. Overall, the net effect is that desertification increased, and this is counter against the government's commitment that we have to restore 26 million hectares of degraded land by 2030. Likewise, we all know about water, we all feel about temperature. So all these things are going to affect the productivity in a negative way. So to counter that, we have to use technologies. And I think that is what the purpose of this was. And I was there in one session, listened to other sessions also. I think a lot of good options are there with us. How to make them effective so that they can be taken up by the farmers or those who are going to cultivate land. That is going to be probably the most tough job to look at it. But I'm sure that Indian agriculture science in particular have been able to meet the challenges whenever the need arises or has arisen earlier. And I'm sure with the efforts of all, we'll be able to take care of those challenges through the smart technology that we have done. So with these words, I would just like to thank the organizers for giving an opportunity to be here with you and listen to it, because for a person like me, attending these such meetings always brings our knowledge up to date and give an idea of what the future is going to do. Thank you very much.
Dr. A.K. Singh Sahab, the former president of Indian Society of Agricultural Physics, Dr. V.K. Singh, the director of CRIDA, Dr. Shivai, present president of ISAP, and very effective Pragati Bhamani, the secretary of this society. Dr. Vajan Rao Sahab is here, and we are fortunate to have you here, sir. And we are really thankful that you could make it. Just we were able to receive your blessings, Dr. Chakravarti, and my senior colleagues from CRIDA, colleagues from IRI, participants from all over the country, particularly the young participants who were so enthusiastic. They took part in the poster presentation and also they remained present here. I am very happy to see that in the last session, valedictory session, this much number is present. This is also a matter of great satisfaction. Otherwise, people they vanish immediately after the last technical session. And Hyderabad is such a destination, it always attracts people in the market. So you were very patient in that way. Congratulations to all those who were judged on their poster presentation for Award of Excellence. So I was very keen and keenly listening to the rapporteur's report. And I was talking to the present president that I'm very happy. Was there any training given to these rapporteurs? Because each session was full. At least 10 plus papers were there for presentation. And all the rapporteurs, they were so impressive, although they have given emphasis to lead paper, but even then, they were able to give us the fragrance which was coming out of that particular session. And they were also very particular to pick the important messages which were appearing there. And I feel proud of you all, because in our time, in the time of Dr. A.K. Singh also, reporters were not this much smart as they are now. So I am really happy and my congratulations to you. Really, you justified the title of this seminar. This was today's event. I know the topic is such that it is very difficult to cover everything in a couple of days. That too, half day in inauguration and half day in valedictory. So effectively you get 4 to 5 sessions, and we have included one farmer session as well. So it was very difficult, but the team was excellent. They worked day night, and they were able to come up with wonderful ideas, and papers were really distributed in the teams very well, and we were able to complete it in a couple of days' time. When it was decided last year to have this event next year, so immediately it came to my mind it should happen in CRIDA. So that's why CRIDA, based on its expertise, its teamwork, and now CRIDA is also expert in event management. And very big event this year they organized was G20. They organized one G20 workshop here in Hyderabad. Organizing workshop in Hyderabad is fine. Organizing it in CRIDA is very fine. But organizing such a high level program outside CRIDA premises and campus is very, very difficult. But very effectively they did. And that's why I feel proud of them. And this event also from Delhi, these people were very, very active. Whole agricultural physics division now, it is a united division. No more fragmentation, no more disintegration. So they are acting like one unit and very effective. And very effectively they are conducting all the activities of the society. And from CRIDA, Dr. VK Singh was really supporting for everything. Shantanu, who acted as an important pillar for this event particularly, through his ICAR center, and also the colleagues from CRIDA, scientists and non-scientific community colleagues, they did everything which was required to organize this event. Also the small exhibition place at this moment in time was also very impressive, and cultural program you organized last evening was extraordinary. जब अपने ही बच्चे अपनी आंखों के सामने परफॉर्म करते हैं तो किसी भी प्रोफेशनल आर्टिस्ट से वो ज़्यादा अच्छा लगता है. So really overall presentation in the event and the way event went, it went very, very smoothly. But technical deliberation and discussions which took place, and they were reflecting in the report of rapporteurs, I feel this was a wonderful event, and the purpose of organizing this event here is really solved, and we'll be able to draw some very good recommendations from presentation. DG Saab yesterday evening spoke to me, and he also said that please see that some good recommendations come out of this, and we would like to take up some messages which will be coming out of this to further height, and we will try to allocate some funds for specific areas which will be identified from this conference, and we shall try to give a look and try to develop some new programs based on the new tools, techniques and precision kind of information which is coming out. So he also expressed interest. So my request to President, Secretary and whole team that now again job is not over. Today people will return from here, but your job really starts from now. The next 1 week, please do some hard work and come up with some good recommendations, valuable recommendations that will help us and take the society at a newer height. There is a tradition in every conference which are organized by any professional society to declare when the next event and where the next event will be organized. So we are not making any commitment, not giving any word, but pretty sure that we'll be able to continue to show the strength of agricultural physics in this country, and certainly in a bigger number we'll be able to organize next conference at a suitable venue, and that will be communicated to all of you in due course of time. As a DTG NRM, I'm very happy that the subject of agricultural physics is now receiving greater importance, and also the subjects which are involved in agricultural physics, they are also receiving attention from different angles, not only in the agricultural sector, not only in ICR, but much beyond that also. And in coming days, we'll have a very bright and better future, I'm pretty sure about it. The same pace will be continued. Your enthusiasm is required. If we all are standing together, certainly we will make this society great, and we will take this society to a greater height. All the very best to you and thank you so much. Namaste.
Thank you, sir. May I now request Dr. Y. Shivai, sir. I request Y. Shivai, sir, to felicitate Dr. V.K. Singh, sir, Director ICAR-CRIDA, with a memento and a shawl, sir.
Distributed through email within 3-4 days. And sir, before the proposing the vote of thanks, I would like to request our President Dr. Y.S. Singh to felicitate Dr. Santanu Kumar Wall, the local organizing secretary, and he is also behind the successful organization of the national seminar. Sir, please come.
Thank you very much for your kind cooperation.
Now it's time to propose the formal vote of thanks on behalf of Indian Society of Agrophysics, and he is with us and he was the president of. Thank you for successful organization of this event. My sincere thanks to Director Dr. V.K. Singh sir for his wholehearted support and providing us all the institutional facility for organizing this event. A big round of hands for Dr. V.K. Singh sir. My sincere gratitude to our President Dr. Y.S. Singh for his constant guidance and motivation. And also I'd like to thank all the lead speaker of the session for presenting excellent lecture in their respective areas. My sincere thanks to all the chairman, convener and rapporteur of each session, and also the poster presentation committee chaired by Dr. N. Subhas and other members for sparing their times. And my special thanks to chairman, co-chairman and members of organizing committee. I can't take their name, each and individual name, but I just want to read out the chairman's name, and I want a big rounds of hands for them. Technical committee by Dr. K.A. Gopinath, Hall Management Committee M. Srinivasa Rao, Registration Committee Dr. M. Prabhakar, Accommodation Committee Dr. D.M.K. Raju and his team, Transport Committee Dr. Adake and his team, Food and Hospitality Dr. T.V. Prasad and his team, Exhibition Committee Dr. J.V.N.S. Prasad and his team, Reception Committee Dr. K.V. Rao and his team, IT Management Committee Dr. N. Ravi Kumar and his team, and Award and Felicitation Committee Dr. Prabhat Kumar Pankaj and his team, Cultural Committee Dr. G. Pratibha and her team, Poster Presentation Committee Dr. K. Srinivasa and his team, Press and Media Dr. Nagarjuna Kumar and his team, Conference Felicitation Committee by Dr. Manoranjan Kumar. So I'm sorry I can't take each and everyone's name, but I'd like to thank the chairman and his team, and for their effort only you are here, and I hope you had a comfortable stay in the CRIDA. Now with a deep sense of appreciation, I thank Dr. Santanu Kumar Wall sir for his untiring effort and making this event a grand success. I am thankful to all the executive members, chairperson of each committee for their effort, and also my special thanks to our head Dr. N. Subhas for his continuous support and arranging all the facilities so that our all divisional scientists can attend the event. So special thanks to you sir, and without whose support the seminar was not possible. Our sponsor, I would like to mention their name. Obviously our first and foremost is ICAR, then NABARD, IFCO, Campbell Scientific, State Bank of India, Union Bank, Paradip Phosphate Limited, State Agritech, Dhanuka Agrochemicals, IPL, IJD, Selcom, Siva Globals, DTPL, Environment. They are the sponsorer who also contributed a lot for successful organization of this event. I am very much thankful to them, and also I would like to thank all the scientists, staff, students, RA, SRF of CRIDA for being so supporting in organizing this event. Last but not the least, I would like to thank all those who are behind the scene and directly and indirectly involved with us in organizing this event. Once again, thank you all, and please excuse me if I forgot to mention anyone's name. So once again, I thank you all for your participation and making this event a grand success. And also, I wish you a happy and safe journey to your native place. Thank you.
The program, I request you to kindly raise for the national anthem.
हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मागे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगल दायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे